Welcome to this short video training session. I'm going to demonstrate giving students work as a task using assessment plan visits. We have some aims and objectives to demonstrate creating an assessment plan visit for a planned or ad hoc interaction with students, add an activity task to an assessment plan visit during a support call, attach documents for the student, see what the student will see and how they should respond, look at what we will see when the student completes the task. As a prerequisite, you should be familiar with recording student interaction using assessment plan visits, or have viewed Moodle course Visits and Plans for OneFile. Learning Outcome 1, use visits and plans to record student interaction. Visits are OneFile's way of recording activities with a student. In the previous video, we looked at using the Pending Plans lightbulb tile to open the Assessment Plans page and the Visits tile to open the Calendar page. Both pages allow you to create an assessment plan visit. All interaction with students, whether a planned support session or an ad hoc phone call, either from the student or instigated by yourself, must be recorded as an assessment plan visit. For some of these, you may want the student to complete a task which may be uploaded to existing evidence and link it to KSB criteria, or to create new evidence which is outside of the scope of a related BTEC qualification, or to do some further practice or research which will help them to achieve meeting KSB criteria. Creating an activity task when a student calls you. I'm already logged into OneFile with my assessor account, and I get a call from Andrew Prentice. While I'm chatting and finding out what his issue is, I'm opening his profile. Select Home, select Andrew Prentice from the Learner pick list. Andrew's profile page is displayed. I decide it would be a good idea for him to do some research to broaden his knowledge. I'm going to give him an activity task to do. Tasks. There are two types of task: activity and assessment. The assessment task can be linked to criteria and can contribute to progress if fulfilled. The activity task can be used to give students work to do to prepare for an assessment or to provide an activity to broaden knowledge or experience. Each assessment plan can have multiple tasks. So, for example, if you want the student to complete some work for, say, 3 separate knowledge criteria, you can have a task for each in the same assessment plan. In this instance, we'll just use one and get Andrew to do some research and write a short review or report about what he's found. We'll use the Visits tile to reach the Create Assessment Plan button. I'll scroll down the screen a little and select the Visits tile. The Calendar page is displayed with the visits list shown as a default. Note, there's a blue Create Review button on this page, but all it does is link to the Reviews page, which is where we would normally create reviews anyway. I'll select the blue Create New Assessment Plan button. The Assessment Plan page is displayed. Once again, I'll give the assessment plan a title and type Support Call with Activity Task. Select Remote Session Radio button, deselect the Next Planned Visit checkbox, scroll down the screen a little and select the green Add Task button. The Add Task pop-up window pops up. In this window there are 2 tabs: Assessment, the default, and Activity. We'll be looking at how to use the Assessment tab in a later video. Select the Activity tab. The Activity tab is shown. The activity can be started by the learner, which is the default, the assessor, or the employer. This is effectively who will be next to act on the task once it's signed and saved by the assessor during this current process. There are also start date and due date fields which can be selected. The default start date is today's date, and the default due date is 2 weeks hence. There is a text area to type learner instructions and a blue Attach button to attach documents. I'm going to leave the top row at its default values and type some instructions in the text area before I add any attachments. Go to the internet and spend an hour looking for resources related to Knowledge Criteria 1.7. Write a short report containing 5 sections, each not less than 200 words, about what you've found out. Use the attached report template to get you started. Upload your report to your learning journal before the due date. Email me when you've done it and I'll give you some feedback in your learning journal. Next, I'll attach the report template. You can drag files directly to the Learning Resources area from File Explorer, or use the Attach button, which is what we'll do now. Select the blue Attach button. The Attach File pop-up pops up. This window behaves in the same way as we've previously seen, so I'll just select the relevant file and spare you the description. I'll select the Select Files button. The File Explorer opens. I'll select the file I want to upload and select Open. The File dialog box closes and the Learning Resource window takes the focus, showing the uploaded file highlighted in yellow. Again, this works in the same way as described in the previous video in this course. Learning Outcome 1, use visits and plans to record student interaction. Select the green Continue button. The Learning Resources pop-up closes, revealing the Edit Task pop-up and showing the uploaded file tile. The red Delete button will delete the task and return you to the assessment plan window. So for us, we will select the green Save button. The Add Task window closes, showing the updated assessment plan page and the task's details. Scroll down the window a little and type some feedback to the student. Finally, scroll to the bottom of the page and select the Signed checkbox next to your name. Select the Save button. The window closes and the assessment plans list is displayed. OK, I'll log in as Andrew now and let's see what Andrew sees when he next accesses his portfolio. OK, Andrew's home page is displayed. From the menu, I'll select Tasks. Andrew's Tasks page is displayed. I'll select the task title to open it. The task we have just set is displayed. Andrew will read the task, scroll to the bottom, select his signed checkbox and then the Accept button. The task list will now display the instructions we left for him. Andrew will click the task to open it. The task will open in the Learning Journal. Andrew will download the report template, do some research and write the review report, saving the resulting file. Type some reflective feedback and upload the completed review report. Andrew can link his work to the criteria by selecting the Criteria button, selecting Knowledge, expanding the list and selecting 1.7, selecting the Link button. Finally, he will select the blue Create button to create the Learning Journal entry. OK, let's log back in as the assessor and see what we'll see when Andrew completes the task we have set. I'll select Andrew's profile. Andrew's profile is displayed. I'll scroll down the page a little and select the Learning Journal. Andrew's Learning Journal is displayed. As we can see, the task is in Andrew's Learning Journal. We can, if we want, give Andrew some feedback by opening the completed report and commenting on it in another journal entry. If you are unsure of how to use the Learning Journal, You can take a look at the Recording Off-the-Job Training OJT course on Moodle, which outlines creating learning journal entries. So, in this short video we have seen how to add an activity task to an assessment plan visit during a support call, attach documents for the student, seen what the student will see and how they should respond, and looked at what we will see when the student completes the task. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please email me and I'll try and help.